I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I love to come on here and share project ideas with you. So anyway, where are you today on this beautiful Saturday? We have gorgeous sunshine, blue skies. It is chilly, which I think it's in the high 40s, low 50s here in North Carolina. I am in North Carolina. So when you hop on, say hi, hit that heart button, and let me know where you're watching from, you guys, because I feel like it's much more fun to craft with friends. So I love it when you guys come on here with me. So let's have a project idea using the February Club Couture. Hey Kelly, thanks for joining me. Hey Ann, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Anyway, this is what it looks like. I haven't even opened it. It did come in my mailbox this week. So once you're a member, once you sign up, your very first time, they will send it out as soon as possible. And they'll send you with a mini squeegee plus in an envelope that looks something like this. And inside, you are going to get an exclusive club transfer that only club members and designers can get. So you will not only get that, and it changes every single month. So on the very first day of every month, all the way until the very last day of every month, it is this subscription, it is this transfer. If you miss out on it, it's gone. Very, very rarely. This month is an exception because I'm going to tell you about a deal that's going on this month. But very, very rarely can you get your hands on the club transfer after that. It is not out there on the website available for regular purchase. So you have to be a club member to get it. So you get the exclusive, and we call these our B-size transfers, but they're basically 8.5 by 11 is what about the size of the transfer. So you will get an exclusive design once a month. Now with that, our design team has also, it's always on trend. Sometimes it's seasonal. It might be a holiday print. You know, we might have something for fall or for Christmas or for spring or something like that. Sometimes it's what we call an evergreen. And I feel like this month and next month sort of is considered an evergreen. What that means is you could use it year round in any way you want. The great thing about these is you can mix and match them. You can use part of it. You can use all of it. You can use part of this one and part of another one you've already gotten. All those, so many ideas, you guys, so many ideas. But it's a great way to build your library of transfers. And like I said, these are designs that you can't just get regularly on the website. So you get that. You also, our design team also comes up with 3 coordinating paste packets. So this is what you'll also get in your envelope, like this. So for example, this one just says February Chalk Couture singles. So you will get 3 single paste packets, chalk paste packets in with your transfer. And they've coordinated colors to decide what would go in it. And it's in this little protected bag just to make sure, you know, you never know with the post office, right? So they try really hard to make sure they're protecting your product as it gets to you. So the colors this particular month are Storm, Pesto, sorry guys, I got a glare, and Guava. Isn't that awesome? This is such a great color. So you will get those 3 colors because they think you can create something fabulous with these 3 colors. Now, I will tell you, these are single paste packets, but that doesn't mean they are single-use paste packets. You can get more than one project out of these packets, guys. So make sure you check with your designer. She probably has a tip or a trick to tell you how to save the remaining chalk paste that's in here if you don't use it all in one project. And then that's another way. You're not only building your transfer library, but you're also building a paste library, right? So you have multiple color pastes because they're not the same 3 every month. So you may get ones, you may get singles that aren't colors in a single packet that aren't even offered on the website as a single. Because we do offer a lot of our paste packets and now our ink packets as singles, but not every color. So sometimes if it's the color they've chosen that month, you'll get it in a single packet, which is in my opinion, that's just a bonus. So you definitely get that. So you get all 3 of those. You get free shipping on this. So it's going to come to your mailbox. No, they're not going to charge you for shipping. And then you also will get an email with written and a video instruction. So you can do it at any time. You don't have to say, oh my gosh, I just got it if I don't hurry up and get to it. You know, we all get busy and set things aside and say, yep, I'll get to that later, and then you don't. Or maybe you'll have a big block of time where you can work on several things. Or you'll say, oh my gosh, I have a party, or I need a hostess gift, or I need a birthday gift, or I need a housewarming gift or something. What do I have? And maybe you haven't even worked that project yet. But it's still going to be in your email, and there's other ways to access it. Just check with your designer. She'll be glad to help you. So you definitely get that. Now also, but wait, there's more. As a club subscriber, you will get the lowest rate of flat rate shipping that we have from Chalk Couture. So whenever you order from your designer's website that first time every month, which they only do it the first time every month because, to be honest with you, most club members only order one time a month. If they're going to order extra, it's only going to be once a month. So on that very first order, you are going to get $5.99 flat rate shipping on your order, no matter how big it is, no matter what the size, no matter what you order, $5.99 shipping, which if you have shipped anything lately, you know what a bargain that is. I can't even get that rate as a designer, you guys. And when I send stuff out to people from my location, even if it's not something heavy, I never pay $5.99. It's always at least $7, $8, even for a small shipment. So that right there is a bargain. And then on top of that, every single month we offer a special for our club members. So this month we have a section on your designer's website called it's called specials. Sorry, I almost said the wrong one. It's called specials. And what it was is when they did inventory in January, Chalk Couture came across lots of, not lots, I don't even remember if I had a number, if they told us a number, of transfers that they still had a decent quantity of that they wanted to offer as a special. So there is a section on your designer's website called, if you go on there and shop and then category and then specials, you'll see what's left. Now that launched the beginning of the month, so we've already sold out of some of those, but the general public can go on the website and get it for 20% off. As a club member, you will get those transfers for 40% off, which is basically designer pricing, guys. So it's a great, we do some special for our club members once a month. It's always different. We never know what it's going to be until the first, but it's always something great as a way of just saying thank you for being a part of our club. We just want to give you guys another little special perk for being a club member. Now, last but not least, this month, and Chalk does not do this often. I've only seen it one other time since I've been with them. This month, if you have not subscribed yet to the club, if you are not a member already of the club, so you already get that special if you are. If you're not and you decide this is the month I want to do it, this is the month you want to do it. For February only, if you sign up on your designer's website to the club, you will get what we have Vibe for 5. You will get 5 free additional transfers, the same size B transfer. They are 2022, some of the most popular ones we had in 2022. I have it listed out as a description. I can't remember all of them, like the months exactly, but it was in the middle of the year, in some of our most popular designs, and you will get 5 of them for free. So that is an additional, that's really like an $80 value, you guys. So you might want to check it out. Check with your designer. She can give you the link to check it out. There's no obligation to buy, just to look. You can look at it, read all about it on the website, find out about it, and decide if it's for you. But I'm telling you, what do you blow $22 on? It's $21.99. What do you blow $22 on that you have nothing to show for? And then you don't even have anything to look forward to. If you already are signed up with it, then you will get this in your mailbox once a month. It usually, what is this week? Well, I got mine this week. It all depends on your mail service and how the days of the week fall. But they usually start processing it around the 5th of the month and try to get them out the door. So usually anywhere from the 9th to, say, the 17th, 18th, 19th of the month, you'll get it in your mailbox. Automatically, you don't have to think about it. After you've signed up that first time, you don't have to think about it again. You just get a goodie in your mailbox every month. So that's my little spiel to let you know what the club is. Again, check with your designer. She'll be glad to help you. So we today are going to create with it. So I'm going to show you. This is what it looks like right now for the February one. And by the way, guys, I just got my March one in, which I had already seen it as a designer. We got a sneak peek. I saw it and I got mine in this week and I cannot wait to create with it. You guys are going to love that one too. But Every time I think, oh, that's my favorite, then the next month comes out and I'm like, no, that one's my favorite. So it's always something that you're going to love. But this is what it looks like. It's just so you know, for the one in February, you're going to get one that has this sticker on it that tells you that these are our new transfers. So this is the new model of transfer. We signed up with a new company to create our transfers. And unfortunately, in the very beginning, it just was an oversight. They actually printed the description of the transfer in mesh as well. They say mesh, but it's really silkscreen. So right here, if you can see, guys, every transfer has a little description on it, and it tells you the name of the transfer. For example, this one says February Club Transfer. It tells you it's welcome-ish. And then it has usually some other number on here, like the order, what it's designated in the system, a SKU number. There you go. So usually that is not printed through like as a silk screen in our previous transfers, but it happened. It was an oversight. It's been caught. It's going to be corrected going forward. But if you get a transfer with this black sticker on it, that's what it's trying to tell you. So what that means is either cut this off or just tape it over, or just be really careful when you go to do your, I have done this one. I've used mine several times and I haven't picked it up yet. But just be really careful not to do it because it is silk screen and it might actually go through. Okay? So that's the deal on that. And what I usually also like to do, since I do this once a week, what I like to do for my my followers is I like to show, well, what have we done so far this month? And usually my very first project of the month, I try to use the colors that come with the kit, what you guys will get with your club subscription, just so you can kind of see. Now, I might tweak it a little bit, but I'll show you the colors that they're going to show you using with the project. I actually tweaked mine because I have a tendency to do that, but I did use the exact colors that they sent with the kit this month, with the club subscription this month. So this is Pesto. This is Storm, so that's a gray. Obviously, that's a green. And then this is Guava. Such a nice coral color, right? So I tweaked it a little bit because they actually did their example in the gray. But see, that's the beauty of it. If you wanted to, you could do the welcome-ish in coral. You could just use one or two of it. You could do all of it in one color. That's the cool thing about the DIY clubs and being creative on your own, is deciding what works for my home or what my tastes are or whatever. And then as far as a surface, you get to choose. We have so many surfaces that work with these transfers on our website that will work. You are bound to find one that you would like. I will tell you that the one that I typically recommend to my club members is this one. This is our Aiden. It is 9 by 12, and this is our Aiden board. So this is one of our most popular. This is a black chalkboard, and it's magnetic. We also sell it in a bigger size, a 9 by, oh shoot, no, it's longer, it's bigger than that. 12 by, I don't remember the size, 12 by 18, something like that. But this one will work with every single, look, every one of your club transfers. This is a great investment. If you're the type of person that doesn't want to buy a lot, doesn't want to have to go looking every month for a new surface or to try something new, you only have this one spot in your house, and you like to be able to just change it out for the seasons or holidays or whatever, then this is the frame you want to get. And this is our Aiden frame. I think it's $40. I'm pretty sure it's $40. But it is worth the investment. You have, like I said, it is so versatile. You can use it this way. You can use it this way. You can put it on an easel. You can hang it up on your wall. You can change it out. This was our January transfer, and I loved it so much that I didn't want to change it. So, this is a great surface to get. We have many other surfaces that will fit our 8.5 by 11 transfers, or you can go looking for yourself. I'm an upcycler, so I love the idea of finding things and what can I do with that and how can I make it more, how can I make it fabulous? So I enjoy that process. If you don't, or if you just say, you know what, I don't have time for that, or I just want something easy that I can change out every single month, then you've got it. That's what I would recommend, highly recommend there. Plus it's magnetic, so you can do lots of fun things with it with magnets. But this is the one I did the first week of February, using their colors. And then I just added a little embellishment to this little, this that I got. If you have questions about anything I am showing or I'm using, feel free to ask in comments or send a message. I'll be glad to answer it for you. But if it's questions in general about the club, make sure you tag your designer and reach out to them. They'll be glad to help you. Now, this was another option. I like to show the versatility because with our transfers, you know, they can be used with our chalk paste. They can be used with our ink. We have the ink single packets now as well. And they can be actually used with etching cream. I don't know if you know that or not, but if you, let's just say, this is really cute. This little tulip on there is so cute. I would love to put that on a vase or on a mirror, or I would love to put that on whatever you can etch, something glass, right? You can do it. You can just use this and use it with etching cream. Now, we don't sell the etching cream, but you can use our transfers with etching cream. But I like to show the versatility of our products. So last week when I shared with my group, I took this is one of our lumbar pillowcases. We do sell pillowcases on our sites. We do the lumbar and then we do the regular, whatever that is, like 18 by 18 or something, I think. It's in this nice canvas material. If you are really adventurous, you can dye this. You can paint it. You can do whatever you want to change the color, or obviously you can certainly find pillowcases other places. I say pillowcases, it's a pillow cover, right? You're not gonna sleep on it, but, well, you might, but take a nap on it. But this is one of our lumbar, and it comes in a pack of 2. Both of them come in a pack of 2 if I'm not mistaken. And I just took that, and then this was my inspiration last week. I used this as my inspiration. This is a piece of, this was some ribbon that I had picked up from someplace, probably Hobby Lobby, I don't know. And I just loved all the colors in there. And I'm like, oh, I need something for my front porch. So, hey, there you go. And then I just took colors from here that I already had on hand, and I did it in that. Now, I will tell you with this, you can do ink or you can do paste. If you're not going to wash it, you can use our transfers on textiles like pillowcases or towels, or like when I showed last week, I showed the patches. You can do it on items you're not going to wash. If they're just for looks and you don't think you'll need to wash it, use your chalk paste. The ones that come in your kit, you could do a pillow cover with it. But I did do this one in an ink. I just need to heat set it. That's why it's still wrinkled. I haven't heat set it yet. But I just pulled colors from there and I used it there. And I did not use the tulips on this one, as you can see. Now, a lot of designers have been showing projects with just using the welcome word. Not even necessarily using that, using the welcome, maybe using the tulips, and making a welcome sign. There are so many ideas, you guys. Really, so many ideas. All right, so this week, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay, so I'm thankful that I figured it out ahead of time, because usually I'm up here flying by the seat of my pants, scrambling to get everything together. Guess what? I actually thought it through yesterday afternoon late, and I think I have everything I need. So today I am going to do a project using our simple shapes. Have you seen these yet? This is our rectangle shape. We actually have squares, we have circles, we have rectangles, we have another one called rectangle, but it's this kind of rectangle. Okay. We have simple shapes that are already come like this in this wonderful whitewash, which I actually love. But you can paint them, you can sand them down, you can do whatever you want to it to make it yours. It's double-sided, so you can do a project on both sides. And it's very lightweight. You can punch holes in it. You can use it, which I'm going to show you today. You can use it in one of our bases. There are just so many different ideas that you can do with this, guys, right? This way, whatever you want. So we're going to use this today with this transfer. I am not going to use depends on who you are and how long you stay. I actually like it, in case you hadn't seen that up close. Sorry, I forgot to show that in the beginning. But our welcome-ish, I mean, how cute is that, right? A little tongue-in-cheek. Maybe if you don't like that, then don't do that. Just do welcome. And then don't use that if you don't like that part. If, you know, if people don't have a sense of humor, I don't know, you know. But, you know, the people who need to know that, hi, Pamela. The people who need to know that, you know, they'll know who they are. the people who it doesn't apply to will know that it doesn't apply to them. That's what I'm trying to say, I think. So anyway, we're just going to use the welcome-ish section Okay. Now I could just do welcome if I wanted, but I can do welcome or welcome-ish. What do you guys think I should do? Let me know in comments. Since I'm not going to put this little cute little saying with it, do you think I should just do welcome or welcome-ish? And then I think I am going to use at least one of my tulips today. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So to prepare this, we can do a couple things. It is made out of wood, so we need to prepare it before we put our chalk paste on it, okay? And I am just using chalk paste on it, but we need to prepare it. Now, what I do when I have a wood surface like this is I just kind of sand it a little bit. This is just a sanding block. You can get just about anywhere. I just sand it a little bit to kind of smooth it out, okay? Just smooth it right out. Okay. So I'm thinking, I've done a couple different color schemes here, and like I said, I like to show, I am not a neutral person. So if you are looking for a neutral look, I'm not the one to follow. I'm not the one to watch their ideas because I very rarely do that. But I decided to use a different color palette today. And again, you can purchase this yourself. So I just used that sanded block and got it prepared, right? Whether I'm going to just wax it or paint it or whatever I'm going to do with it, now it's prepared to accept it because I just, you know, you just kind of, it just does something to the wood to help it get ready. I'm going to move this out of the way, guys. And this. Okay, so today we are going to actually use the, I pulled a palette pack out just to kind of show you. It's something you can purchase yourself on the website, and it is called Good Times. So it's a paste, it's our Chalkology Paste Singles palette pack, Good Times. It's a 6-pack. So you get Marvelous, you get Peach Cobbler, which I will be honest with you guys, I do not have Peach Cobbler. That is the one paste that I have not gotten in yet. I just got my order in yesterday of spring stuff, and Peach Cobbler was the one color I did not choose. But it is a really pretty, bright, brighter pink. I don't know how to say it. Not pink, peach color. Whereas this is Peachy Keen. It's very soft, very pretty. But Peach Cobbler is a little more bright. So Marvelous, Peach Cobbler, which I don't have. We're not going to use. Sage Green, Shimmer Melon, Sunny Side, and Storm. So we have other paste palette packets. If you don't like that one, there are so many other ones. Maybe you want to do something St. Patrick's Day themed. There's the Lucky Leprechaun. Maybe, you know what, the Winter Wonderland is still available, which I'm very surprised about. And that's blues and some grays. Okay, so that's really pretty, and actually silver in there. And then if maybe you want more pinks, like the Valentine look, we have the candy apple, the pink, you know, so it's got peaches and pinks in there. Or maybe you want the bohemian one. That is, you know, think about boho looks. You've got, what colors are that? Papaya and shimmer gold and camel and dune and eucalyptus and pink. What color is that? I can't see. And then there's also the vintage vibes. So it depends on what you like for your style. If you want to try to branch out from the colors that you get, those are great colors. But if you want to try, the palette packs are a great way to go. Today, I just decided I would kind of feature the ones from the Good Times so that if you guys wanted to try to branch out and try something like that, then it would make it easy for you. So what I think I'm actually going to do with this is we're going to do a couple different things. So the first thing that I think I'm going to do is I am going to paint it. Not paint it, but I'm going to paint it. Does that make sense? So I definitely, oh, you know what? All my good paintbrushes are in the bathroom. Oh, they're still in there. Okay, let me grab this one. All my good ones are in there. I used them. I forgot to grab that. But I'm going to do like a background paint, just kind of like this. But even the fact that I just kind of, what do you call it? Yeah, welcome-ish. Not like a water, well, kind of like a watercolor, but I'm just going to do that. We'll just do it. So I'm thinking through my colors, and I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do for my little tulip. I'm saying it's a tulip. They didn't tell me it was a tulip, but to me that looks like a tulip. So I'm thinking we're going to use these colors for the tulip. And I'm thinking I've got to use a shimmer. I love shimmer, y'all. So, but I'm going to use that as a base color. I mean, a top color. I'm not going to use that as a base color. I'm thinking we might just use Storm as our kind of base, and we're just going to water it down a little bit and just give us a little bit of a background so that our other stuff will kind of pop off of it. So that's what I'm thinking. Now, I could very easily, I need to stir mine, guys. I could very easily use just a chalk paint because I have lots of different colors back there. But I also wanted to show you guys what you can do to use your chalk paste as paint. Okay? I don't know if you realize that or if you've used it before, but you can use your chalk paste as paint. So all you would do is take some of it. Now I'm going to cheat. No, I won't cheat. I'll do it the right way. I'll try to teach y'all the right way. On my page, I usually cheat. I usually put it in the lid and add some distilled water to it. But I'll show you like the real way. You would just take a little bit of it. Not even a lot, guys. You don't, a little bit's going to go a long way. You don't need a lot. And I don't like wasting mine. So I try to start with less. If I need to add more, I'll add more. And I encourage you with the single packets to do the exact same thing. If you, you know, put out like the size of, I usually tell my people, put it out about the size of a nickel. Depends on how big. If it's really small area, don't even do that much. Just do like the size of a pea. But if you're going to do like a decent area, the size of a nickel, square it out that much because you can't put it back in the packet and you don't want to waste it. That's my opinion. All right, so now I've got a little bit on one of our paint trays, which these are available in our shop. And if you get a kit of any kind, if you buy like any of our Chalk Made kits or our Try Me kits, you'll get these as well. I'm going to add a little bit of distilled water to that, and then I'm going to stir it up. So basically, I am making my chalk paint not as thick, my chalk paste not as thick so that I can paint with it. Now, some people will paint with it as thick as it comes out. And you can definitely do that. Hi, Patsy. Thanks for joining us. And you can definitely do that, but it really depends on how, you know, like dark maybe the look you want. I don't. I like it more, I like it to be a little more translucent. I don't know. I don't like it to be too strong of a color. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so now I just watered that down and made it a paint. Okay, and it's even not as thick as a regular chalk paint or acrylic paint. And you could use either one. And I'm just going to kind of, I am not going to be exact. I'm just going to kind of have fun with it. Now, another thing you can do, guys, I don't know if you know this or not. Maybe I'll show that another time soon. I haven't done that in a while. Is you can take a baby wipe with some of our chalk paste and use it like a stain. I don't know if you guys know that or not. You might. Let me know in comments if you've known that. Hey, Teresa, thanks for joining us. Hey, Dawn, let me know where y'all ladies are watching from. My name is Susan. I'm in North Carolina. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Say hi. Hit that heart button. So do you see what I'm doing? Now, Storm is a very, I feel like, if you look at colors like this is how I look at colors. If you look at colors like this, it has very brown undertones. So it's not a cool, I wouldn't say it's a cool gray. It's more of a warm gray. Does that make sense, y'all? All right. So do as much or as little as you want, but you can take a baby wipe, y'all, with our chalk paste and put it on an item and it makes it look like stain. All right, so I am just going to, this is what I'm going to do. That's why I use distilled water. Excuse me. The reason I use distilled water is because guess what? I can even, because if you're frugal, just go ahead, put it right back in your jar. Because distilled water will not hurt your chalk paste. So you're okay if you want to do that. I didn't have a lot of extra, but especially if you accidentally put way too much on there. Okay, let's move that out of the way. You guys have any questions for me so far? Let me know. Okay, so see, actually I want to take, I have a little more than I wanted in brush strokes. You guys see? Now you might think, okay, well, why would I want to do this? Well, you're going to be able to use this in a couple different ways, and I'll tell you at the end. I'll show you what we're going to do, but then I'll give you some other ideas because I like to do that to tell you how else you can use it. Okay, I'm going to quick dry it. It would dry on its own in a few minutes because it's just watered down chalk paste, right? But I'm going to use my handy dandy thrift store find. Have you ever seen a dryer that little? It actually has a high and low setting and works really well. But I'm going to use this to dry. It's perfect for my craft room. I do have an air dryer from our website that's sold on our website too, but it's a little not as hot. You know, it's just warm heat or warm air. It's not warm heat. Of course heat is warm. Y'all. Anyway, this is warm. This is warmer. It can get hot, but I don't use it with my transfer, so I'm just using it to help dry this. Y'all, it has dried pretty much already. That's why I love chalk paint and our chalk paste as paint, because it dries so quickly. All right, now what do we need to do? We can't just stick our transfer on here now. Have you guys told me yet in comments? You have not told me. What did you guys say? Do you think we should do welcome or welcome-ish? I'm not going to use the bottom part of the transfer today, okay? Because I don't think I could get it all in there anyway. I don't think I could. It would be pushing it to try to get it all in there. So I'm just going to use this part of the transfer, but tell me, should it just say welcome or welcome-ish? Because I can do either, right? And I'm going to use at least one of my tulips. I haven't decided the rest yet. So we got to go ahead and get this prepared for our transfer. We don't want to damage our transfer. We don't want to pick up any paint. We don't want to pick up any wood. Just welcome. Yeah, I was thinking maybe welcome-ish. I don't know. I don't know whether it would mean the same without the other words. Thank you so much, Patsy. This is our applicator and this is our surface wax. So we have to put surface wax on wood products is what we suggest because number one, it protects our transfer from pulling up any paint like this. We don't want to pull up the paint. We don't want to pull up this kind of paint, acrylic paint, or even paint on the wood. We don't want to pull up any wood pieces. But it also helps to smooth it out because that's why I did the, that's why I used the sanding block on it was because we want a nice smooth surface and obviously wood is porous and it has its little grooves and stuff. So we're going to minimize that as much as we can and that helps with bleeding so we don't have as much bleeding, okay? So this is surface wax. It's available online in your designer shop. And we have the cutest little applicator that is so inexpensive that goes with it. Now this is my brand new one. And I don't want to get any, if in the event that this isn't completely dry, it will pick it up on there and I just don't feel like having to wash it. So I'm just going to use a paper towel. You don't have to use the applicator, but it's cute. In the past, I've also just gotten the microfiber cloths like from Dollar Tree to do it. So all I'm doing is going over the area that I know my transfer is going to be just to try to help smooth it out. And it's a very light coat. This container will last you so long, guys. And guess what? We also have instructions on the back on how to use it. Typically, we say, if not this, then go find you somewhere else because most stores have it. Hey, Donna, thanks for joining us. Let me know where y'all are watching from. I only know that Anne's from North Carolina. Other than that, I don't know where anybody else is. Get you some type of surface wax, okay? And it just takes a little bit, and then make sure you also buff it in. And if you live in a cold climate or it's really cold in the room you're working in or whatever, you may also want to, after you put your wax on here, you might want to take a little blow dryer or something like that. Oh, Texas. Ooh, Patsy, thank you for telling me. Hey, Bernice, thanks for joining us. You might want to take your little blow dryer. Southeast Michigan, there we go. Now we're getting some in. I love it. I love knowing where y'all are from. So I know it. Are you getting snow again? I know you all got some ice in Michigan, didn't ya? Hey, Jen, thanks for joining us. And I know Texas isn't. I'm sure Texas isn't. You might want to warm up your wax and then buff it out just to make sure you don't get any big clumps or anything like that, guys. Because you don't want that to mess up your design, okay? Ontario, yes, Donna from Ontario. And Teresa, you're from Pennsylvania. Awesome, guys. Thanks for telling me. I love it. I love it. I love it. We are getting all over the country. So I'm in North Carolina, y'all. I am about 15 miles outside of Raleigh, just to give you a point of reference. Okay, so now this is all prepared. I have waxed it and buffed it, and I don't know if you can see that it's a little tiny bit shiny now. Oh, I know. Oh, wait a minute. I want to say it because I know how to say that, Jen, New York. I've heard it so many times and I can't get it. I'm afraid to butcher it if I say the name of it. Poughkeepsie? Is that right? Oh my gosh. I know I've heard it so many times in my life. And I know I'm probably not saying that right, but oh, thank you guys. Okay, so we're going to do the word welcome. We're not going to use the ish. We are working with our club transfer for the month. This is our February club. Not going to use this part. I'm not going to use the ish. We're going to use the welcome. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to place it on there, you know, kind of in the middle. Now, I have used this transfer 3 times, 2 times, 3 times, a few times. This is one of our new ones. Do you guys see that? That's what I was saying. It's new. So you do need to watch out for the mesh in the February one. I don't know if the March one, I haven't opened it yet to see. Poughkeepsie, that's it. I knew if I could, it's like I've heard it. Oh my gosh, 1/8 of an inch of ice. But you know what? Okay, you got 40 degrees today. Well, if the sun's out, hopefully that's going to help Pam. Because I know when in North Carolina, a lot of times we'll get ice instead of snow, or we'll get a little bit of snow and then mainly ice, and that's treacherous. So hopefully, I know you guys are used to snow, but hopefully the ice goes away quick. Poughkeepsie, thank you very much, Jen. I knew that it was there. I just couldn't. I love it. I'm sure you've had to say that many times in your life. But as I was saying, our new, this is the one that has the mesh. It has the silk screen there. So just watch that part. Okay, guys? But I have used this several times, but it's still, as you can see, when I wash it, it's super sticky. It didn't last long. Oh, good, 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 good. I have a friend that lives up there in Michigan, not too far from Grand Rapids, I think. I can't remember the name of the town right off, but okay, so I am doing what we call fuzzing. Okay, fuzzing it. So what that means is I am putting it on this cloth that we have that has terry cloth on one side and microfiber on the other. The terry cloth side is for fuzzing. This side is for putting your transfers on drying. If you don't have one of these, get you like a hand towel or dishcloth or something that you want to keep, or even, like I said, the little cloths from Dollar Tree. Or guess what, guys? You can even just use your clothes. Because what you're trying to do is get a little bit of fuzz on the back of this to make it not quite as sticky. You can see how sticky it is, even though I've washed it and used it several times. That's good. That's what we want, because that and the silk screen is what gives us such a great image. So now I am just going to kind of, I feel like I want to put it up a little higher, and I'm going to, oh, have I shown you guys this trick yet? So we have words on here, and you might be saying, I usually am like, where's the middle? Where's the middle? Which letter? Counting the letters out. They're not all the same size though, right? So what you can do is, since we're only going to use up to just the word welcome, I'm going to take my transfer. It will not hurt your transfer to do this. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to put the beginning of the W to the end of the E. And that, I'm going to fold it, and that's going to tell me where the middle of my word is to help me with placement. So can you see? And I've done this before, and it goes away after you've washed it. See it? And put it back on your backer sheet. So that's like the middle of my transfer. And I feel like I want to put it kind of near the top. And then let me get my little, I'm going to use my little grid. I'm an eyeballer, but I do use this to help me cheat. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, see, the thing is normally the middle would be here if I was using the whole word. But since I'm only using part of the word, I'll just do it like this. But yeah, that helps so much, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to use my little grid here to kind of help me figure out where's the middle of this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So that's 6. And then there's my middle, and bam. Now I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. So I'm going to do my best to try to line it up straight, which is not always, it usually takes me a few times, but I think I got it. Then I'm going to press this down, the silk screen area that I'm going to be working with right here. Okay, I'm pressing that down really nice. No bumps, no bubbles. And if I see any like big hunks of anything like fuzz or dog hair or my hair, then I would pull it up and pull that off because I don't want that to be on my silkscreen area. Now what I need to do, because I get a little overzealous and especially get excited when I get to work with you guys, is that I usually take some kind of tape. Now we have this wonderful placement tape, that's what we call it. And it actually has a little ruler on it so you can use it for lots of purposes. But for me, I use it as a visual to remind myself not to do something because I will stop paying attention. And I think I might keep my little, I don't even think I'm going to keep that because that's kind of in the middle of the whole word and that'll throw me off. So I am just going to put this tape here, and that's going to remind me, don't go any further than this. And then, actually I didn't need all that. And then this over here to remind me, don't go any further than that. So that's how I do things because otherwise I might forget what I'm doing. So placement tape is fabulous. If you don't have that, get washi tape or painter's tape or something like that. So now, this is the fun part. I really want to use this shimmer, but I don't think it's going to show up that well. So we're done with that storm. And again, you can use any colors you want, guys. You don't have to choose the colors that I am choosing. You know what we could do? I could do this for my tulips and not use the Marvelous and use this beautiful sunny yellow for this because this could even look nice. I know, aren't they lovely? I love it too. Hey Heather, thanks for watching. Where are you watching us from? Tell me where you're joining us from, guys. I do too. It does help so much. It does help so much. This is the first, no, this is the second one that I've used that is the see-through. So as she's saying, these are our new designs of transfers. Let's do the yellow, guys. Let's have a nice bright and cheery welcome since we're not going to be snarky with this one. So this color is called Sunny Side. It's a real pale yellow. I am going to stir it a little bit because it looks like it's been a while since I've used it. It has been a while since I've used it. I can't remember when I used it, so that means it's been a while. I don't use yellow a ton. Now, if you have the jars like this and, y'all, this was the color I wanted to use. Did you guys get this? I just got it in yesterday. I really wanted to do this one with you guys, but I was afraid there was people who didn't get it, and I didn't want to rub it in. But I just got this. Yes, so easy to clean up, and they use so much less chalk. I love it. And ink. They're a little hard to get used to because you get, it slides right across like butter. But I was going to use this. This is the dream car, you guys. I just got it in yesterday. I cannot wait to get a project done with it. Anyway, sorry, that was a little sidebar. If your chalk paste in your jar gets a little thick, you probably already know this, but if you haven't, it gets a little thick, add distilled water to it and stir it up because it should be what we call creamy, dreamy formula, which is actually, in my opinion, it should feel like you're stirring like a whipped frosting or yogurt. It should not, I'm just kind of peeling off the sides because I'm bad about cleaning my sides. So I'm just doing that since I'm in here anyway. And then I'll spray more water on that because that part got really hard. But if it doesn't feel like that, it might be a little too thick and you need to add a little bit of distilled water. Distilled water. Hi, Charlotte. Thanks for watching. Yes, the February color is beautiful. And that new pink, y'all. Thanks for watching, Charlotte. Tell me where you're watching from. But you don't want it too thick because then it won't go through your silk screen area, guys. Right? All right. Let's see. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I hate it when it's thick, and then if it's too thick and you're doing your project and you go to pull it up and you don't have good coverage, it's because your chalk paste was too thick. Normally you don't have that problem if you're getting a single packet, and we do suggest you knead them. You like squeeze them before you open it, and that's kind of like mixing it. It's almost like stirring it while it's in the packet, but make sure you haven't opened it yet or cut it open yet. But I hate when I have it and I can tell it's probably too thick and I don't take the time to thin it out, and then I go to pull it off and I have to do touch up because my chalk paste was too thick. So it should be creamy and dreamy. All right, guys, but you use the distilled water so no fungus grows in there. You don't want to use tap water, okay? And I'm going to grab a mini squeegee, which is the tool that we use. And like I said, if you sign up, first time you sign up, we will send you one of these with your kit or with your subscription because you need one of these. But we do have a lot of other sides available as well. Okay, so we're going to use this yellow. I've got it on my squeegee and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just put it right on the silk screen area. Do you see how that's just gliding across there? That's what it should do. And we're just going to cover the silk screen area with the color that we want to use. Again, these are not the colors that come with this month's kit, but you can do multiple projects with it. So if you want to branch out and try some other colors, we have all kinds of palette packs that you could find a color or just some single packs. Or maybe there's a jar. Maybe you were fortunate to get the dream car and you really want to do a project in it. How fun would this be to have out all summer? I think this would last spring or summer, the dream car. But you can mix and match your colors. You don't have to use the ones that come with the kit, or you can do one project with that and then say, you know what, I want to try another one too. The cool thing with this particular surface that I'm showing you guys is that you see I'm also going back over it and pulling off any extra because it only takes a thin layer, you guys. And I always make a mess and I forgot to grab a wipe. So we're just going to use this because it's handy. All right, we ready for this next part? Ooh. Here's the fun part. Look at that. Fabulous. Isn't that awesome? Do you see how it's a little shiny? That's because of the wax under it. But isn't that awesome, you guys? Look how great that looks. Now, like I said, that's a soft yellow. We do have other yellows. We have, you know, more bold yellows if you wanted something more bold, but I like it. Look how pretty that is. And it's just a little something different. You didn't have to paint the background. You could have just done it on the white and that would look great too, right? Okay, so I'm going to put the yellow aside. Now, because I have multiple squeegees, I'm going to go ahead and use another one. If you only had one, just wipe it off with a baby wipe or a wet paper towel in between and reuse it. But I highly advise you to get a couple different sizes because you are going to do lots of different size projects and you might want something else. And you can always cut them up. You can do all kinds of things to them. I usually keep a baby wipe close by. All right, so now I'm just going to spray a little bit more in there for that hard part that I scraped off the side. And I put the lid on it, and that way when I open it next time, I know I need to stir it. So that one's done. We're done with that one. I'll put that aside. The other color that I really wanted to use was this one, y'all. That's the Shimmer Flamingo. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, so I am going to spray my transfer with some water until I can get it to the sink and wash it because you don't want, you want to clean your transfers as soon as you're done using them. Yes, I think so too. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so we're going to dry it. Now I'm going to use just my air dryer, not my heat, because this isn't going to take long. This is going to dry on its own in about 5 minutes or less anyway. But I think it might be less time now because it's such a thin layer. The transfers are a little thinner now. So I think that is actually going to, yeah, I think that's going to work. But this is just our air dryer. So it's not really hot. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from, ladies. How's your Saturday going, guys? What are y'all doing besides watching me? It's my hubby's birthday, and I actually was going to give him the entire day. He's actually recovering from surgery. He had surgery on Valentine's Day. Woohoo! So we spent most of the day in the hospital. But he's recovering well, thankfully. And I thought we were going to go out to dinner, and he said, oh, I'm not quite up to it. But I was going to give him the whole day, and I said, when, you know, do you want me to do my project this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow? Because I usually do a project on Saturdays. And he said, no, just go ahead and go do it. So I think he's taking a nap. But I'm trying to let him be, you know, the focus of today. That's probably more than dry. More than dry. The reason I'm doing that, guys, is because I'm going to use some more of my transfer. If I can find where I just put it. Where did I put it, y'all? Oh, here it is. Because I'm going to use some more of this transfer, and I didn't want to get this. Yes, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you, Pam. Pam, or Pamela. Sorry, I called you Pam. I assumed that. That is very sweet of you. I will let him know you said happy birthday. So, we are going to use these, and I'm thinking. Let me backtrack and show you where my end result is, okay? So with this, I am not a big wreath person on my front door. I do a wreath every once in a while, but I'm not one of those people that I have a wreath on my front door every season. I usually have something on my front door, but it's not, I am not, oh, thank you. I am not, there's always something on there, but it's not usually a wreath, a traditional wreath at all. So this would be fabulous. We're going to finish it up, but I want to show you why I've got to decide where to place these guys. This would be fabulous, and the reason why this is so cool is it's double-sided, so you can do another one. So maybe you like this and you love this look, but then you say, okay, that's kind of feels like spring, but then I need something for summer, right? Then you can flip it over and do something else on the backside. Or it's great for spring and summer, but I need a different color for fall or whatever. And you want to put this just on a wreath that you already have. We have a punch. I do not own one, but we have a punch that works with all of our simple shapes that will go right through here and make a little hole. And I have for any of you old-time scrapbookers, just like me, I have what they call a crocodile. I've had this forever, so I haven't bought a punch because this works. This will punch a hole in it, and then you can just punch a hole on each side and attach it to a wreath. And if that was the case, then you might want to put these tulips down here at the bottom, right? You might want to create a nice little look with the tulips on the bottom. That's one way to do it. I'm not going to do that today. Yes, I know, right? It's like a weapon, isn't it, Jen? This sucker is heavy, right? I use it all the time. I didn't use it for years because I hadn't been scrapbooking, and I'm like, I had no idea I'd be able to use it with all my stuff, but it'll pop right through any of our tags, simple shapes, any of that stuff. I use it all the time. I've even used it on Dollar Tree upcycle signs. But what I am thinking of, so maybe you don't do a wreath, or maybe you're like me, you don't do a wreath, or you have something else special you already want on your front door. So if you haven't seen these are called bases. And we use these with our simple shapes. And they come in a pack of 2. And I just happened to get a new pack yesterday because I can't find my other ones. I don't know what I did with them. Yeah, my craft room is a hot mess. It needs cleaning. But, you know, that's another day. It was easier to buy a new pack. Anybody else feel what I'm saying? Anyway, these are bases. Super inexpensive. And look at them. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. I've never seen it with like a little design on it. I don't know why that is. It's kind of like a little crisscross design. That one just does. This one doesn't. Interesting. I don't know what that was. That's kind of cool though. I like it. So anyway, these bases. These are made for any of our simple shapes. So any of the size ones that we have will fit in it. And it's actually got a little teeny tiny bit of an angle. So there's actually a front and a back. There's a little teeny tiny, oh, you did, yeah, Stampin' Up. Oh God, I did it all. Yes, yes, yes. So isn't it nice that you can still use, and scrapbook paper, I have that coming out the wazoo. Yeah, it's bad. I should never need to buy another craft supply, but of course I do. But this is angled a little bit so you can see, so it does have a front and a back. But any of our simple shapes, and guys, if you grabbed any of our chalkable shapes that were launched this week and hence have sold out, that launched on Monday evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, they work with these too. So like, if you grabbed any of those guys, they're gonna work with this. So I am thinking if you have like a little front entry table or a place that you wanna put this, maybe you even have a guest room and you wanna put this, then it's gonna go in this little base like this. So that's why I'm like trying to think, where do I place my little tulips if that is where it's gonna be? But I wanted to show you that's another way you can do it. Or one other thing that you can do, that I do a lot of times, is you can use your hole punch. Like I said, we have the cutest little punch. It's of course this beautiful teal color. And you could punch holes right up here and just use a ribbon, or even in the middle, a ribbon or some twine or something like that to hang it just from wherever you wanted to hang it on. Maybe you just wanted to have this and not a wreath on your door. You could definitely do that, guys. Okay? So many options, so many ideas. Do what works for your place. And can I just tell you another little trick, a little cool trick. So do you guys have jute and twine like I do, like out the wazoo? Check it out. Get you one of these from the dollar store. I painted mine because I needed to make it cute, right? But get you one of these, and then you're not dealing with it being everywhere. Now, you can't do it with everything of yarn you have, but for like your twine and your jute and stuff, do that. Makes it super easy to pull out what you need, cut off, and it's not a big mess everywhere. I still need to organize all mine, but isn't that a cute idea? I just thought that was a little bonus. Throw it in. Yes, magnets. That's a perfect idea, Jen. Thank you. Yes, we have magnets. We actually sell those on our websites as well. We have magnets you can put on the back of your, it would probably only take 2 because these are so lightweight, and you could put it right on your door. Like my garage door is metal, and we come in and out of our garage all the time. So that would work perfectly. But a lot of apartment doors are metal, so that would work too. Or maybe put 3 if you're worried about it coming off if the door shuts hard or something. But anyway, there's lots of different ways. That's how I'm planning on using it today. So I just wanted to show you some other ideas with that. So I'm going to kind of look at it with this on it, and then let's see where we're going to place our, and then we'll be done. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this today. I enjoy it. It gives me so much pleasure and energizes me. This is craft therapy for me. And when you gals join me, it's like I'm crafting with friends. I'm in a house full of all males. Even the animals are males, guys. So I like hanging out with the girls on a Saturday. I miss that. Jen, do you miss that too? I miss that from scrapbooking days. Oh, once a month, my sister and we would go and scrap our hearts out on Friday nights and Saturdays we would just have the best time. I miss that so much. All right, so let's just see. Are we just gonna do one? We could just do one. Ooh, I could do that. And then the majority of it would show. I could just do that. I kind of like having the double tulips. I might not even need both of them. Or, so I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm gonna put that down like that. So I could do this and just put one here and maybe not anything else. I have a little bit of trouble, guys. I might need your help because I have a problem with empty space. So a lot of times I will overdo it, but I could do that like in the middle there, or I could move this over here on a little bit of an angle and then put this one. Now I'm not attaching it because I have not fuzzed these, but I could put one up here. What do you guys think? How should I place it? Should I put it one in the middle, or should I offset it kind of like this? Let me know in comments what you guys think. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh gosh, that sounds so nice, Jen. I wish I had that. That sounds so lovely. Oh my gosh, yes. And my sister doesn't live near me anymore, or else she would be over here with me. I'd be able to get her. Yes, the dog, we have a rabbit too. The dog, the rabbit, they're all boys. All boys. All boys. What do you guys think? In the middle or offset like this? You like this, Donna? I'm just going to fuzz them a little bit because they aren't, I mean, I've waxed it, so it doesn't need a lot. I just want to fuzz it a little bit. So Donna likes this, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in comments. I think I'll put it, I don't want to go off the edge of the color, I don't think, of where I painted, you know? Tulips in the corners. You like that too? Offset like that too, Patsy? And Pam? Pam likes that too. All right, I think we got a good vote. We got a good vote. That way we can use both of them. I like that idea, gals. All right. Okay, perfect. That's what we're going to do. Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. That's such a cute idea. I didn't bring any ribbon with me. I didn't pull any ribbon out, and I am in the process of organizing it. But that is a great idea, Jen. Do you ladies see what she's saying? You could put like a batch of them together, like put that tulip with this tulip close by together. I don't know if there's space on this one, but somewhere, and then add a little tiny bow to it, almost like they're tied together. Then you've got a 3D, kind of like a three-dimensional look. I really like that idea though, Jen. I'm trying to think if I have anything that would be cute on that would work, that wouldn't take a lot of effort to find. Ooh, I don't know. Because I like to find ribbon that is like matching, that coordinates with it. And I don't think. I'm looking at my colors. Hang on. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm looking at my colors to see if I have anything like, I don't think that would work. I'm looking at my little plaids and stuff to see if I have any, because I feel like I need a pastel color. I don't really have anything, but maybe I'll look afterwards and see if I can do that. But that's a great idea. I like that idea. I like that idea, gals. Okay. Thanks for the idea, Jen. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get this done. It's not going to take much longer. I know I've been hogging up your time today. Okay, so I'm not a fast one. I'm not a fast project gal. Every once in a while I'll do one that doesn't take long, but I like to explain a lot. I'm going to stir this too because I can tell I added water to it the last time. I used it because it needed it. So I'm just going to stir that. I like to explain a lot when I do demos, so I don't get through it fast. Okay. And then how about, gosh, I don't know, guys. Is this going to, I really want to use this, but I don't know if it's going to show up. I don't know if it's going to stand out very well. All right, guys, I'm going to let you vote then. Should we use this color or should we use the Marvelous? Which color should we use for the tulips? I know I'm going to use the Sage. I'm just sticking with this color. Yeah, right? I'm just going to stick with this color palette because I wanted to show you guys, like, if you wanted to buy a palette pack. But which color do you think we should do the tulips? We're definitely going to do the stems in the green, in the Sage. But which color should we do the tulips? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Do you think I should branch? I mean, I wanted to show you guys using a palette pack color, but that would look fabulous. You guys want to vote? Let me know. Okay, I'll show you the other color she's saying. Dream car for the tulips. What do you think, guys? This color, or this color? Which color you guys think? Oh my gosh, I have not busted open the dream car. I cannot wait. The mauve, you like this one? Patsy says mauve. Let's see what we got to vote for, y'all. I'm definitely getting spring vibes from this. Bernice says mauve. I just got to try to open this up while I wait and hear from you guys. Ooh. Pam says dream car. And I don't want to mix and match them. I think it would be too much. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. The Marvelous. Okay, Anita. Thanks for watching, Anita. Mauve, mauve, mauve. Okay, guys, I've got more votes for mauve, but hey, how about next project we do something with the dream car? I vote yes. So the next time I come on and share in the Chalk Cafe, I promise I will do a project with dream car. Because I know some of you guys got it. All right, let's go with mauve. Let's go with Marvelous. It's marvelous, darling. I really love my shimmers, y'all. I love, love, love my shimmers, but I'm afraid that's not going to show up today. Okay, where's my other tool I wanted? Oh, I got them both. Okay. I am going to use, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us. Where are you watching from, Karen? Oh, I don't know about that, guys. What do you think? It's such a small area to do a hot mess in. What do you guys think? Hot mess? So hot mess is where you use a little bit of both colors and you just kind of blend them together. I think I did that last time on my butterfly. So I'm going to use a detail tool. Canada, awesome. Representing Canada. Thank you for telling us. Welcome. I'm going to use a detail tool. I got fuzz on it, guys. Detail tool and a multi-purpose tool for these because they're so small areas. I don't want to, nice, Karen. Awesome. You too. Welcome, both of you. Okay, I'm in North Carolina, and my name is Susan. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so, all right, let's get started. I'm going to use this with the green because it's such a small little area. And guys, it's not going to take much. You can use any color green, guys. We have so many different colors of green. You are bound to find one you'd like. The one that comes with your the club for this month is pesto, which is a really nice green, but honestly, think of pesto sauce. That's basically all I can think of is Italian when I hear it. And that's exactly what color it is. It's that color of pesto sauce. So that green, not a bright green, not a Kelly green, not an olive green, not a pea green. It's definitely exactly what you would think of when you think of pesto sauce. All right, guys, I apologize for having to look down and not see your comments, but this little areas, I gotta concentrate a little bit harder. So tell me in comments if you've done your club. If you're in the club, give me a thumbs up or just say yes. And if you have, tell me, have you done a project with it yet? All right, so now I don't want this to dry. So I am going to pull that up. Have you heard of the paste and peel? Now I know it doesn't show up really strong because it's such a light color on that background, but can you guys see the green? I'm going to do this and peel it up so it doesn't dry in my silk screen area, and then I'm going to lay it back down and press my tulips. Okay? All right. So I did that for both of them. And all I'm doing that for is because if you don't, oh, several, awesome, Donna. The chalk will dry in your silk screen and not go onto your surface. So I'm trying to make sure it releases onto the surface. I'm going to go ahead and do this green too, just because got it open and I'm working with it. Now, if you wanted one that stood out more, you might not want to paint the back. It would show up a lot more if the back hadn't been painted, or you might want to use the other greens that we have, the pesto, or don't paint the back if you're going to do it on a white surface. Okay, and you guys saw how little I just used, and I probably could even pull more off of there, but I'm not going to take the time to do it. I'm going to pull that back too, to release it to my surface. Now, if you've done that, then when you lay it back down, you want to press the areas you haven't chalked yet, okay? Because you want them to still be touching really well so you don't get bleeds, okay? That's what we got so far. You can see. All right. So. All right, I got an idea. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure they go together, but I have an idea. Okay, we're going to think outside the box. That's what I like to do. Think outside the box. All right, I am just using a wipe to wipe that tool off because I think I'm gonna need it. Because this is a tiny area. Okay, this is a multi-purpose tool. If you don't have one of these, I highly suggest you get one. Otherwise, take a mini squeegee or a small one and cut it up smaller so you have smaller, and that's why I have this one too. So you have a little bit smaller squeegee items for these smaller details. You can still do it all with a mini squeegee. You just might want to use only the corner of it when you're doing that section right there, just to be careful. Depends on how good you are with that stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, why don't we do, like I'm going to do this little guy. The little buds are going to be in our mauve, okay? They're going to be in their mauve. See, I love doing this. It's just like playing, y'all. You can pick and choose. So these are our buds. They haven't bloomed or started opening yet. So they're only mauve. Okay? Oh gosh, it doesn't show up great. It is pretty hard to see on this. Might not have been the best color scheme, but that's okay. It's still fabulous, you guys. Okay, so how about we do this on these? We do mauve here. That way we can compromise. We do mauve on the bottom and then on the very tips, because these are more mature ones. Leave that there for a second. Let's just take a hint, just a hint of Dream Car on here, on the ends. You know, because sometimes, like I have some tulips downstairs that hubby got me for Valentine's Day, because I prefer tulips over roses. And, you know, they have different color variation in them at the ends. What do you think, guys? And I think the Dream Car is probably going to show up better than the mauve did. But here we go. Let's see. Do you see what I did, guys? Oh, 4 different projects. Great job, Karen. It is great, isn't it? Okay, so we'll do it. I love to compromise. Let's see. Can you see? You guys can see. What do you think? Now, what I could even do now, I could have done it while it was on there, and I probably should have, but what I could even do now is take, have you guys seen this tool? This is Wisteria. Is that where you're from, or is that, are you talking about the color? Because I love that color purple. But have you seen this? This is part of our artist toolkit. I should have done it while it was still on there, but I could try to blend it a little more so it doesn't like break. It's not the best to do it when you have taken it out of the silk screen, but you can. I should have done it while I was in the silk screen. Okay, let me spray with this with some water till I can wash it. Uh-oh, something dropped. This one I will do differently. Okay, this one I will do just a little bit more. The Wisteria would probably have shown up a little better because I think it's a little brighter. We do have a color that's that. And you guys, I'm sitting here looking at the Shimmer Orchid. So beautiful. Have you all seen that one? It's gorgeous. Okay, and a tiny bit, tiny bit on this one of Dream Car. Now, I am not putting the side I just had that close to in there. I am just doing putting the extra back in from that, because this is like gold now, because it will not be available. Oh, yes. I love that color. No problem. No problem. I love that color too, Anita. It's so pretty. Okay, so this one, what I'm going to do is just kind of right here at the edge, it's kind of finger paint, just to kind of blend it a little bit better. And then let's see. That one has a little teeny tiny hint of it. Do you see it? What do you think? I mean, you know, just play with it. Have fun, you guys. These are so inexpensive. You can do as many of these as you want. You can even, I even sometimes after I've done it, if I feel like it needs a little bit more of something, I could go back over it. Like I could actually take, after this dries, excuse me, it'll dry on its own in about 5 minutes or less, right? But after it dries, I could even go back with, this is why I'm telling you about this tool, because not only do I use those two, the detail and the multi-purpose tool, almost all the time. You got 2 jars, smart girl, Pam. I kind of wishing I had. I know I'll regret it later. You know, next month I'll know better. I think I was thinking, oh, they'll be around. I'll get it next order. Sold out. This tool I use a lot for touch-ups. So what I could do is after this dried, if I wanted to make it stand out even more, because I feel like if it, well, actually it's showing up a little bit better as it's getting dry. Do you see it? But if I wanted to add a little more shimmer or a little sparkle, guess what I could do? I could go back in over top with that, over top of my purple, or even on any of my ones that I have shimmer, I could do, because I usually do shimmer on every project, and just touch it up and add that to it. Yes, ma'am, I did sand it, Karen. I just sanded it lightly with a sanding block, and then I used our Storm to wet it down and used it as chalk paint, made it into a chalk paint, and then I waxed. So I did all of the steps. I did it all. But yes, I always lightly sand mine. Now, you can do that kind of stuff too. It's up to you. When you get done with it, I usually wait to mess with the chalk. If I'm going to do anything else with it, I wait until after it's dry. Otherwise, it'll do like what it did here, and it's still wet, so it's kind of smeary. Okay? Yeah. But anyway, I just thought I would share that with you guys. I love these tools, and I play with stuff until I get it the way I want it. It's the way I like it. But this is done. It could be easily put in this stand. Oh, I think I have it backwards. Easily put in the stand and look fabulous, right? Like, I think it was Jen who told us, it was either Jen or Pam, I can't remember, said, you know, you could put a little ribbons here, little teeny tiny ribbons. You know, you can buy those even already done, little tiny bows, like a gingham or something. Wouldn't that look cute on here? And you could have put these together and made it like a bouquet and put that on the end of it. You could put it in the simple shape like this. You could punch holes in the top and hang it. You could put magnets on the back of this and hang it. You could punch holes in the side of it and put it on a wreath. Whatever your mind can think up, you guys. And this was only using part of the transfer. I didn't use the whole thing. And then guess what? I can mix and match this with other transfers I have, right? So that's the cool thing about the club. You build your library. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you was this. I pulled this out because I wasn't sure which way I was going to go with it. But I pulled these out as well. So maybe you didn't want to paint it. You wanted to leave it white. And you wanted to do your design on here in your chalk design. Okay, so it was white. And you said, okay, that's great. And I'm going to put my design on there. But, oh, it needs a little bit of something more. Get you some distressing ink. I actually chose this pack because it was a variety. And I don't use it a ton. And I like variety. So, in case you haven't picked that up yet. So I just got a little 4-pack of distressing ink. And then here's another trick that I've learned from someone else. I won't take credit for it. I learned it from someone else. Get you a makeup sponge like this. Or you can get those little finger daubers if you guys are from the you know, cards, making cards and stamping up and all those good things. You can get the little daubers. I think they are at the Dollar Tree. We don't sell these tools, or else I would tell you get it from us. Or get you one of these little makeup things. This is like a little makeup brush, you guys. And use that, and you could go around, after you've done your design, you could go around the edge and just distress it. It just gives it another little element, a little design element, a little dimension, maybe a little farmhouse look, if you like things distressed. If not, you can take your sanding. As Karen was asking about sanding, you know how I sanded it in the beginning just to smooth it out so that I had a good design and good contact. You could sand it all the way until you get till underneath the white. It's a really cool look. You don't even have to do the whole thing. But you could just hand sand it until you get the edges distressed or roughed up. So completely up to you how you want to do it. I'm just here to help spread some ideas and encourage you guys to give something to try. So I appreciate you guys joining me so much, ladies. This was great to be able to craft together. And I hope I've inspired you or encouraged you or entertained you. But thank you for letting me come into your world for just a little while. I appreciated it so much. And I look forward to the next time I get to come on and share with you guys. But if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to your, make sure you reach out to your designer who invited you here. She will be glad to help you with a supply list or to be able to figure out what items you need to do a project similar to this, or just to get in the club, guys. This is the month to do it if you're going to do it. I'm telling you, this is the best deal you're going to see. I mean, to get the 5 extra transfers. You are so welcome, Karen. You are so welcome, Anita. Thank you. You're welcome, Pam. I've enjoyed it, ladies. Well, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. I hope your weather is nice wherever you are. I hope it's pleasant and not awful and bitter cold. Until I see you next time, guys, please. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. I will tell him happy birthday. Yes, he's doing well. He is really doing well. I'm very pleased. We're very pleased. You are welcome, Donna. But I hope you guys will stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, and be blessed. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. You're in North Carolina too, Ann? Awesome. And I apologize if I've spoken to you before and you told me that. I have forgotten. I did not review back over it. But thanks for telling me where you're watching from. I'm always thrilled to know I have another North Carolinian here. But if you are just hopping on, this is the Chalk Cafe, where we love to come on and share project ideas with you guys to inspire you, or maybe to show you a new technique, or just showcase some of our wonderful products that we have available. So if you see anything today that I'm showing you, which today I'm actually focusing on our DIY subscription club, it is the best, and especially for the price, DIY subscription club, crafting club that you can be a part of, you guys. It is just so versatile, so on trend, just a little breath of fresh air in your mailbox once a month. So, and you can't beat the price for it, you guys. It is absolutely amazing how much you get for the price. So if you are interested in learning more about that, please make sure you tag the designer who invited you to this group. They will be glad to get you their link or answer any other questions with you about the DIY subscription club. But I typically, with my followers, on Saturdays, or at least on the weekends, I always try to do a club project share. So at least once a week I'm doing a project share. So I try to come up with different ideas to show different ways to use the transfer, because, you know, these are reusable silkscreen transfers. So you want to see, how can I use it in different ways, whether it's for yourself. Maybe you are a member of the club and you get the email that has the written instructions and the video, or maybe you watch the monthly, what is it called? The Club Corner, I think it's called, on the Chalk Couture page, where they show you a project idea creation, or a couple of them actually. Maybe none of those like resonate with you and you're like, oh, that's great, but I'm not sure. Your designer would be happy to share other project ideas with you if she doesn't already do that on her page. And that's what we're here for. But that's why I do that every week, just to kind of help give various ideas for you, for gifts, for creating items, whatever it is you want to do. All right, so Club Couture is our monthly subscription club. Hi, Pamela. Thanks for joining me. And I'm just going to go over the basics. I did include a little bit of information in the description. And like I said, just tag your designer. They'll help you get any other specific links that you might need. But what do you get for $21.99 a month, you guys? Well, if you're just signing up brand new, sorry, I got something in my contact. If you're just signing up brand new, the very first time you sign up, you get a mini squeegee, because of course you need a tool to be able to do your projects with. So that is the tool we use, and maybe you already know this. Hey Sherry, thanks for joining me. But you'll get a mini squeegee. You will get an envelope. I wanted to show exactly, because my club order came in this week. I, as a designer, get one when I order other product, but I also get a club order every month because I do so many projects with them. This is what it looks like when it comes to you. Sometimes it'll have Club Couture on it, on the outside, printed on it. Sometimes they'll do that with the envelopes. But this is what it looks like when it comes to you. So everything you need to create an amazing project is in here, except for the surface. So you, as a club member, get to decide what type of surface you want to put it on.